Alright, this is my database folder where I have my database connection. This is my product folder where I have the different products for the payments, and this is the Stripe PHP library. Okay, I'm going to show you where you can be able to download that. I'll leave this URL in the description box. You have different releases. This is the latest version. Once you click on this download source code, you are going to get this zip file. Okay, I just downloaded it and renamed it to this. All right, and the rest of the files, the cancel page, the checkout page, the index page, the sources page, and also the webhook. All right, so we have head over to our code editor. All right, okay, this is why I have the database connection proper. Okay, the stripe underscore checkout the database name, which I have here. Okay, stripe underscore checkout database name. Then this is the index.php. Here, what I did here is just to fetch the products from the database. Okay, I included my database connection, which I have here. Then select everything from products. Okay, from this products table, this is what I have in the products table. Okay, order by ID ASC, which is ascending order. So it will fetch them from what? Ascending order. All right, so the first one will be sneakers, pressing iron, and all that. Okay, and I check if this condition is true. Okay, if the number of rows is greater than 0, that if there's any data there, well, then this code will run. I use the while loop to fetch it. Okay, using mysql underscore fetch underscore array function. Then I got the ID. Okay, their ID is this ID of each of the products. Then I echo the image because that I have that in the database as well. The image name and the extension name, and the name of the product, and also the price, which is in what? In cents. I had to divide it, okay, by 100 in order to have it in USD. All right, that's why I have this / then 100. Okay, so but if there's no product in the database, this code will echo out here, okay, showing that the product's not found. Okay, so this is my index.php. That is why I have this product. This is what all it fetched. Okay, and remember this buy now button is linked to this URL. Okay, checkout.php, which is what I have here. Okay, and it echoed I passed in the ID variable here, which was fetched from there. So once this button is being pressed, okay, for example, if you push on this first button, you will see the what? The ID. Okay, so the sneakers which I just pushed now has an ID of what? 1 from the database. So if you do that for t-shirts, it also has an ID of 3. Okay, that's what I passed here. So when you head over to this checkout.php, what you can see here, what I did here is simply just to fetch the products from the database again using the product ID, which was passed in the URL. Okay, so first of all, what I did here is to check if it is empty in the URL. So if the get global ID global variable of get function, if it is empty, I will be redirecting the user back to the index.php. Okay, then my database connection, then I define the variable product ID with this value which was gotten from the URL, the ID. That is what I used to fetch the rest of the product. Okay, so in that way I can be able to get the name of the product from the database, the exact product that was pushed. Okay, like if I push this one which has an ID of 2, I use that product ID here to fetch the rest of the information that we like, the data that we need from the database. I got the name, the price, using my SQLi fetch underscore array function. Remember, this condition shows if it is greater than 0, if there's any data available in the database, then fetch that, passing this variable data, which is here. So these are the index name, price underscore cents, the index name which I have in the database, then currency, as also the index name. All right, so that is that. And after that, if this condition is not true, which fetched all this data, I had to redirect the user back to the index.php page. All right, so here what I have here is the stripe php master folder. Okay, I need to require that include that file as well. Okay, which was what I have here, this init php file. Okay, so I'll be heading over to stripe website to accept payments. All right, okay, we're going to leave it at that pre-built checkout page. All right, so when we scroll down, the first step is what? To install the PHP library via Composer. Okay, I have a video where I taught you how you can be able to do that. It's in the description box, just in case if you want to learn how to do that, or you can download it directly from GitHub. I've mentioned that earlier. Okay, when we scroll down, there's a button here. We won't be needing that for this tutorial, okay, because we won't be using the Slim framework. All right, then we'll be needing to add the stripe.js library to our page. So when we copy this, just this, okay, head over to the checkout.php. You can paste that in the head section or the body section, but I prefer it be in the body section, okay, just below the closing body tag. All right, so when we scroll down again, the next step is what? The endpoint using the Slim framework. For the course of this tutorial, we are not going to be using any framework or external dependencies. Okay, we'll just be using pure PHP. So some of this code we won't be needing it. Okay, so when you click on this icon, it will copy it. Okay, then we're going to just paste it just below this link. All right, so we're going to delete that. Sorry. So just like I said, we don't need that Slim framework, so we're going to delete this. All right, we're also going to delete this vendor. What we have here is what? The init.php, so we won't be needing this Slim. So this curly bracket closed here. Okay, let me check that again. Okay, it closed here, so we're going to delete that. We're also going to delete this and this. All right, remember this is my secret key. Why I have it here already is because I've already logged in my dashboard. Okay, so in case if you are not, if you want to know how you can be able to get that, when you log in and click on developers, okay, when then you go to API keys, when you click on that, you can be able to find your secret key or public key, whichever one you want. All right, so which other things do we need to eliminate from here? Okay, we won't be needing this. Okay, it closed here, so I'm going to delete that, delete these two. All right, and what else are we going to eliminate from here? Because we are not using the Slim framework. Okay, I think that's just about what we need. Okay, I think this is not the right position for this file, so I'm going to cut it from here and just paste it below the stripe require library. Okay, and just delete this. All right, so this is what we have. The changes that we'll be making here, just to change this to what, because we're working with localhost, change it to localhost. Okay, then the stripe folder, then the sources.html. Okay, Okay, so this HTML file is here. So this Stripe folder, this is the Stripe folder, and we're working with our local host. So we're going to do the same here. Just copy this, paste it there. Then the cancel.html. All right. So look at what we have here. We have the currency, the name, the unit amount, quantity, and all that. And remember, we're picking up our values from what we have from the database, what we fetched. Okay. The reason why I'm doing this, I want it to be dynamic. Okay. I want the payment platform to be dynamic. All right. So to do that, we are going to erase this currency, this USD string, and change it with the variable that I have there. So this currency variable is coming from here. So the next one is what? Name. So I'm going to just erase it and pass the name variable. I'll do the same for amount. Remember, the amount is in cents. Okay, so I'll pass the price variable, which is coming from here as well. All right, I think that's just about it. So when we're going to head back now to this place. So when we scroll down now, what we have here is adding up the event handler to the checkout button. Okay, we won't be needing all these codes. Some of them, that's what we'll be needing. So I'm just going to maybe copy that and paste it below here. All right, I'll be making my changes now. So I don't need this variable checkout button because we are not using the Slim PHP framework. So this curly bracket closed here. So I'm going to just delete that, delete this, I don't need this, and then do I need this? Okay, this redirects us to the checkout platform. So I'll just delete this. I don't need this. I don't need this return. Okay, I'll remove this semicolon. I think that's just about it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to define a variable, just call it session. I need to add the section ID here. Okay, and open my PHP tags, then echo the section ID. Okay, and index name session ID. All right, this session variable is coming from here. This is where the session is being created. Okay, when we head over to our browser to the Stripe API references, when you click on this create a session, these are the session and this is the response. So this is the ID that we passed here. Okay, that's the ID. So I want to change this to session. All right, I think it's looking good now. So we'll head back to here, scroll down. Okay, so this is the sources.html. Okay, we need that, just paste it here. Then for the console, you can just paste the same, make some changes here. You canceled your order. Okay, just copy the same. Okay, we can just change this text. Did you cancel your order? Did you forget a product? Click and go back to shopping. All right, just maybe leave this as what, home. Change the index to index.php. Okay. All right, so when we head back now and refresh this, so when we push this buy now button for this product, as you can see, it's loading. It has an ID of 2. It's now going to fetch it from our database and show up the Stripe checkout payment platform. As you can see, it's very easy, very nice. If you have gotten to this extent, if you haven't subscribed, please do so and subscribe. See, we fetch the pressing iron and also the amount. All right. Okay. All right. Remember, before you can carry out this tutorial, you need to do some settings here. Okay. So when you click on these settings, come down here under branding. Okay. If you want to change some colors to this payment platform, I think this is the right place you can do that. Okay. When you head back again, for the account details, you must set up this your account details. Okay. Must create an account here and save it. All right, which I've done here. Okay, so that's just about it. So we're going to head back. So if I click on this back, to take me to where? To the cancel.html. All right, so that's just it. Why is it not showing this URL? Okay, it's looking good. Okay, I just refresh that. All right, so it's showing what I have here. So when you click on home, to bring us back to the index.php page. All right, so I think that's just about it. Remember, if you don't like the way I fetched the product from the database, okay, you can as well just delete it, delete this, delete all that is being fetched. If you just want to have just a single product to pay for, so you just delete that, delete all these variables. So remove this ID that's being passed here, leave it at just checkout.php. When you come over here, remove all these. Okay, then leave the name of the product in the string, remove all this variable, the currency USD, then the amount, all in strings. Okay, but for this tutorial I decided to leave it this way so you can be very responsive and dynamic. All right, so we're going to make our payment now. So which of the product am I going to click on to make payment? So I'm going to pay for the pricing iron. So when you click on this buy now, watch this URL. See the ID 2, it's now fetching it. Okay, show the ID 2 and fetched it from the database and pass these variables in that session create. Okay, so we are here now. So I'm going to fill out this. Then card information, we can get that here when we scroll down, and let's just pick this card. The description is the 3D secure 2 authentication which must be completed. All right, so paste it there. Then month, I think it's any month in the future, leave it at November 2002, CPV 123. Name on card, I'll just leave it as Alex Morgan. Okay, whichever name you, and then the country, leave it at Nigeria. Then click on this pay. So guys, as you can see, this is very simple to carry out, very easy. If you have gotten value, please give me a thumbs up in this video. Okay, push the complete button now and allow it to process. All right, so as you can see, the payment is successful. We have been redirected back to our success page. Okay, so when we head over to our account, Right, go to our payments to see whether we received any payments there. Okay, as you can see, it's successful. The $50 is here, right? The email of the customer is also here. So when we open that up, we can see all that details as well. Look at the name of the sender, Alex Morgan. Country is this country, and if you scroll down, you can see previous related payments, okay, and all that. So guys, this is very nice. Some people might want to have the payment details being inserted in their database. So the way to do this is to use webhook. Okay, so to use webhook, when you click on this developers, click on webhook. Okay, this is the one I've created. It's a test mode webhook. Okay, what you just need to do here is to, I'm going to open it too so you can be able to see the details. All right, so when you open the update details, you are going to see, so the endpoint URL, you're going to add your URL. Okay, this is for live mode anyway, even though it's under the test data because of the HTTPS. You add your domain name and where you have your webhook file. Okay, so this is my webhook. I've already have the code here. I'm going to explain that shortly for you. Okay, so whatever your domain name is, that is what you're going to have here, then wherever this file is. All right, then the events, you're going to select your events here. All right, so the major event that I selected is the failed chat.failed and chat.succeeded event. Okay, so that is just it. All right, so in order to add an endpoint, you need to come here and click it and do this what I just explained. Add the two events that will be sent from Stripe API. Okay, so that is just about it. So for the webhook, when you head over to this page, I will leave the URL in the description. Okay, this is verifying the signature using the official libraries. Okay, so this is very simple. This is the endpoint secret key which you can get in your dashboard. So when you click on this, okay, if I click on this, it will reveal my my secrets. Okay, so that is just it. So when you must have copied this, okay, when you click on this, copy this. The only thing that I added here is I included my database, okay, because we need to insert the values in our database. Then the stripe PHP library, I passed it here with the require underscore once function. Then this is my security. As you can see, this is my endpoint secret. All right. This is very important not to show it to anybody, okay, to avoid any problem. Then the major editing that we did here is to fetch this from the response. Okay, so when we head back to um okay when we head back to here, this is where you have the different types of events that will be sent from the Stripe API. Okay, so I only chose the chat.failed event and also chat.succeeded event. So when you click on this button, this chart, it will take you to where you can be able to see the response and how to fetch the data that you need. Okay, so that is what I have here. So when I pass through the event variable, which I have here, okay, then data object ID to get the ID, which is this. So amount, currency, and all that. So all this variable is gotten from here. The same thing is done for the chat.failed, sorry. So using switch statements, okay. Um, First case is to check the payment intent, which if it is succeeded, which is contains the Stripe payment intent. Okay, after it to check for the chat.succeeded. So what I added in my account is the event I added is chat.succeeded and chat.failed. Okay, so using prepared statement, insert into payment under success, then the table column names. All right, the field names. That's what I have there. So when we head over to my database connection, you can see that. So I have one table called payment under successes and payment underscore failed. It has the same structure. Okay, so this is for the payments underscore success. The same with payment underscore failed. All right. So if the event sent is chat.failed, it will insert the values in the payment underscore failed field table. Okay. So if none of those case is available, then it will echo this received unknown event type. Okay, so this is a way you can be able to solve the user transaction listed to your database if you want to do that. Remember, this cannot be done in your local host. So the example that I have there for you is for those that are going to be working online, okay, on live servers. All right, so to work on live servers, remember to activate your account. As you can see here, mine is not activated. It's not activated. So when you activate that, but should in case if you want to try it out in your local host, the event, the webhook, okay, what you need to do is you need to install your Stripe CLI. So to do that, when you click on this install, it will take you to this GitHub place. Okay, so if when you read all these, follow all the instructions, you can also download the code here as well. Download the zip code and install that. Then that's just about it. You can be able to receive that in your local host. Then remember to put the right URL as well. So guys, so this is just about it. If you have learned something new, please don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please like this video, share it to your friends, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.